What is up, guys? It's Troy D. Welcome back to the channel, Troy D 24/7 Mall. On point reviews all day, every day. We are back with another video today, and this one was out of the blue. I have a planned list of videos actually that I do every day for you guys, but this one really took me by surprise upon my, you could say, second or third try. And I was like, I gotta let people know about it. This is none other than Roja Parfums Britannia. Roja Parfums Britannia. Okay? Roja Parfums Britannia, not to be confused with Great Britain. This is such an interesting one, guys, and this is actually on the expensive side of the Roja sphere, and that means a lot. If you already consider Roja to be expensive, this is on the more expensive side. So we're going to talk about this. I mean, you guys can also test it like this, but man, we got to talk about Britannia today. Roja Britannia today. Here we go. Let's hit the music. Okay, folks, welcome back. Roja Britannia. Man, this one is actually a discovery atomizer that I have. Full bottle is around $800 to $1,000 depending where you're getting it. Definitely on the higher end of Roja. How did I get the atomizer? This was a few months ago when they were giving out free atomizers depending on what you were getting. I don't know if it's still the same today, but basically when I purchased my RDHP 15, basically I asked for Britannia. Now the crazy part is the lady on the other side basically said from Roja that I got the last one, that the demand for Britannia atomizers was pretty high. I thought she was gonna say Oceania, but no, she actually said Britannia. So I was really quite happy that I was able to get Britannia, and the moment I got it, I immediately tested it and tried it. So I'm gonna tell you guys this, okay? It's so different, you know, when you spray something just on your wrist versus like an actual full wear, because you know there's a lot of things you don't necessarily give a chance to the fragrance to actually perform. When you put it on your neck, like you put it on your clavicle, you know, on your, you know, behind your ear, you are gonna get a different sensation because the way the wind hits you, right, it's going to project those layers and layers of notes that's actually in fragrances, and some of which will hit you differently than just, you know, sticking your nose in a test strip or sticking your nose even on your wrist. Because when you stick your nose near your wrist, you're basically although you are smelling the top notes, you're also immediately smelling the other notes, the middle notes and the base notes, right? Because you're going so near. But then when you are doing a full wear, you know, it's a totally different experience. I can verify that because I've been trying both those methods upon reviewing. Now, Roja Britannia is based on either the Britannia the Empire or Britannia the Goddess. Okay, either way, I mean, Britannia the Goddess was the goddess that protected the empire in their lore. And if you guys know, of course, Britain as an empire was really so huge. I mean, you know, the empire took over so many countries, so much that they had to give them back, you know, and those countries actually flourished. So, you know, just a little props to the empire of Britain back in the day. Really, really great. Now let's talk about the fragrance itself. Geez, you know, let's do a quick test spray and let's go try it out real quickly. Here's the ceremonial spray. Okay, woo, smells amazing, man. Okay, so Britannia, okay, the reason why I like it so much and it made me really want to say, hey, yo, we gotta stop the production of the other fragrances is because, in my opinion, this one is real. Is real tactical. You know, real tactical how it's made. Okay, this one opens with a lot of citrus, lemon citrus. Very familiar citrus opening, guys. But this citrus opening only lasts a few minutes. I think it just gives you a little bit of that bright opening. But man, guys, once the other notes start coming and raining and mixing in, oh, it's wonderful. So there is another fruit here that I like on this, and that's peach. Peach, guys. Peach is standout peach part of the fragrance. Definitely different than the lemony start. The peach here is wonderful, juicy, stands out totally, but is also joined by these wonderful florals: Champaca, Rose de Mai, Jasmine, and Heliotrope. And those are the next things that project. Okay, it is mostly Champaca to me and Heliotrope. It is not, man. The crazy thing is like this projection of the floral area, the parts is not even heavy, but it does come in like whiffs. Okay, it's like whiffs, and they smell expensive. Okay, so you know, just FYI, you know, one of the goals of $1,000 perfumes is to make the wearer feel like they paid that $1,000, that they are worth whatever they think they are by buying $1,000 perfume. That's the goal of an expensive fragrance. I'll tell you this, guys, the florals here make you smell expensive. It smells expensive, guys. When I was testing this thing and I was going down the stairs, okay, today, I felt like I was some sort of diplomat or some global leader. That's how I was feeling, because the florals just smelled expensive. It smelled like there was some florals arranged for me. You know, I was going down the stairs. Of course, it's a dark, you know, it's in the middle of the night. It's a dark first floor. But in my head, it was almost like, I don't know, some welcome ceremony. And that's really what it feels. Those florals smell very expensive, in that they smell like some sort of welcoming ceremony to you, in whiffs, like I said, not strong. Okay, and there are people that are saying that this fragrance smells like a grandma perfume. Now, to be fair to them, I can say that I can smell some of that in the florals for sure. However, my grandma, who, you know, I mean, rest in peace, you know, she lived till around 96, I believe. And her perfume back in the day, although it was a straight up old lady perfume, it was imposing, guys. Okay, it was imposing. You knew it was an old woman, old lady, grandma perfume, socializing perfume. The florals here are just in whiffs, like I said, little whiffs here and there. And again, it makes you feel royal. Makes you feel ceremonious, basically. Okay, so trust me when I say that this old woman comparison, this 50-year-old lady is supposed to just wear this Britannia. I don't think so. Okay, that's my opinion. All right, and let me know if you think it's really a grandma thing. It's up to you, but to me, it's not. And the other thing too is that after the florals start coming in, and by the way, if you're wondering what happened to the citrusy opening, it's still quite there, hovers in the background, not as strong. Basically, the lemony part just dissipates really, really quickly, in my opinion. But then right after is the star of the show, and that's cocoa. You know, cocoa, it smells like straight raw cocoa. Not overly sweet, not even gourmandish, I wouldn't even say, but sort of like a powder cocoa, like a cocoa powder that comes out, or powdered cacao, if you will. It's not even like overly sweet, you know, and it's actually flanked by cassia or cinnamon. The cinnamon and the cocoa, to me, that one starts making this fragrance curve into something more masculine. So as you are feeling that ceremonious whiff of "here comes the flowers for you, Mr. Mr. Prime Minister, you are going to get the cocoa in, and basically that is what changes the game. It doesn't become a pure floral; it becomes this, dusty cocoa, manly, more masculine perfume. Now, there is a slightly animalic tone here, which is care of the cloves, and it reminds me of Diaghilev, okay? And Diaghilev, love it or hate it, again for me is one of those like elder statesman ones. And again, this does nothing but even push the idea further that, it is ceremonious, it is expensive, it is elder statesman. That's what it does. The cloves are perfect in my opinion. It reminds you of a perfume that is something older in a good way. It's older and classic, but in a very good way. All right, so that's kind of like how it makes me feel. Now there's Orris, powdery Orris, which matches the cacao powder effect, and that one keeps emanating hard. And you can add to that the ambergris, and it just, it's a great sensation. It's a great sensation, great projection, and man, it's very nice. Like I said, ceremonious, great, but the cacao starts coming in. And to me, there's a dry down that is mostly, to me, it's some earthy patchouli. You got some vanilla. You got some nutmeg, some musk, some vetiver. To be honest, all of this just basically complements the cacao combination, cacao cinnamon combination. And basically all it does to me is that it gives it a continuity, right? Because most of these things like the nutmeg, vanilla, musk, even the vetiver, it really supplements this dusty cacao cinnamon combo, and makes it continue into a nice dry down. Now to me, this part, the dry down, is the more masculine side. This is the masculine side. So whatever old woman thing y'all are talking about, it doesn't even get to the mid notes, like once the chocolate takes over all the way to the dry down, you will get a pretty masculine perfume, in my opinion. Okay, now this scent to me, plain and simple, is ceremonial. It makes you feel like you're somebody that's about to explore and conquer something, and then before you do conquer that, here's the ceremony with the flowers, with the flowers all the way up, the expensive flowers. And maybe as you board your ship, there's a nice cocoa something, right? A nice dessert to get you started before you conquer the world. Okay, to me it is you can't categorize this scent, and I guess that's why some people love it. This is exactly for people that don't want to be categorized as well. You don't want to be categorized and boxed into one thing. And like I said, you have the spirit of the expansion of the British Empire, of the Troy D Empire. That's how it makes me feel. It's pretty damn good, okay? Ultimately, to me, this is a lovable scent, guys. Why? Because it plays with ingredients that you expect it to go a certain way, but it never does. It never does go, when it's almost like you're about to hate on it for one thing, but then it doesn't give you the satisfaction, because like the chocolate isn't overly sweet, it's not even overly gourmandish, the cloves are perfect, they're not like overly cloved up, the florals are not overly floral. Like I told you guys, it doesn't go to the grandma category, it goes into the ceremonious category. Even the citrusy opening doesn't even mess with everything else. It retreats at the right time, and so that's why I think it's lovable. Okay, and like I said, the overall effect it's gonna give you is conquering, ready to expand, ready to explore, ready to do some damage. That's basically Roja Britannia, folks. Okay, and it's wonderful, and hopefully you guys get some of this Discovery Atomizer, which is available at the Roja website as far as I know, or you can get it for free when you buy other Rojas. It's not bad. It's like 8 ml, that's a lot of usage for me. I mean, you know, Conqueror and all. It's gonna be a while till I finish this. So I like this, guys, and this had to really break into my usual reviewing, because I really thought that, man, this thing is quite nice. It's quite neat. I think that people should hear about it. There's only 2 videos about it as far as I know. It's mine, Huela Mimucho, and Roja himself. That's it. So I would like to add this to my video library, you know, just as a another reference for you guys. If you ever see Roja Britannia, this is what I think about it. Okay, and don't forget, guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, guys. Okay, please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe. Thank you for all the comments, guys. You know, I love this stuff. I love this stuff. I love getting into the complex stuff too, you know, because this is, I believe, territory that some reviewers just won't go to. You know, it's too complex. It's too, like, you can't imagine, you know, something that you're gonna do with it. So props to all the reviewers, you know, for really trying your best to explore whatever categories, whatever perfumes you're trying to do. If you guys are expanding in that way, you know, props to you guys. Okay, all right, so until then, wow, we'll be back again tomorrow with another one. I want to thank you guys again. This is Troy D. Much love. Take care. God bless.